bar.
If you have been a sweetheart, regardless of woman, man, to somebody, and you didn't get chose, you were put to the side later, don't come around and call your situation, oh, I was taken advantage of.
It was so beautiful. Whomever came up with it, it was a wonderful ad. Like, intelligent people get it. The thing is, you guys are not listening. It goes back to basic human communication. You're not listening. I think that people hear words, but they don't understand the definition of the words that they're hearing.
First of all, do you consider yourself successful?
I met you in the studio doing a freestyle.
See, these are the moments that define the illumination of friendship.
Visualize, plan, execute. If you're able to visualize something out of nothing, then you're able to plan it and structure it so that you can see it happening, and then you execute it. Then you've achieved that. You've been successful in that. So it depends on what you visualize for your life, how you plan to execute, how you plan, and how you execute it. So yes, to an extent, I'm successful.
Things that, well, one of the things that caught her attention was she never knew when we met in the 90s. During my Miss Bahamas days, we met. They were shooting. What is it? You were taping the 4:30 Freak It, which was on what station?
At the time, it was on 104.
And the great thing about what reality was trying to do at that time was still creating a forum for hip hop, people to freestyle and things like that. So that was part of the Fat Saturdays program, and at that point was on 104. And I came to the studio with a friend of mine, and I was kind of just in the studio.
How do you look at it? KB and Ronnie Butler, they didn't have internet. They didn't have the YouTube, but you could say that their reach.
Because it goes back to developing relationships. They knew how to leverage relationships. Right now, and it goes to what I said earlier when we were talking before we even started rolling the tapes. It goes back to if you're digitally, people are detached digitally because they don't understand that the digital experience is still a human experience. You can't go in a room and talk to 5 girls the same way and think you can get all of them number. But a Ronnie Butler, whoever else, they can walk in a room and everybody will give them their information and take their CD back and go home and say, man, I met this guy out in the Bahamas. He was an awesome guy. And they'll listen to it and then they'll pass it on. We don't have that. We don't understand that. Like digital experience is still a human experience. So if you don't attach some type of human functionality to your digital experience, you will forever come up with zeros.
Also want to add a little thing. It's about effort. Joseph Spence, Exuma, Tony McKay were from little small islands where the population was 100 people. They knew in order to get their music out there, they had to get on a boat at the time and go to Nassau. They had to walk around the hotels and the entertainment industry, which was fledgling, and play in hotels and meet people and build those human relationships. They then realized the Bahamas was too small, couldn't consume what they had to offer, so they took it upon themselves, invested in themselves and Tony McKay. And I think digitally, people don't understand the same push that they did, the same sacrifice that they did monetarily to go from little island to big big country. You have to do the same thing. It's the same formula. It's not the reinvention of the wheel.
Exactly.
And from our perspective, working with artists, which is one of the reasons that the documentary was birthed, is that so often they think they are the only ones having this struggle.
Because people often look at how successful you are. People want to envy that. But tell us, what have you failed at to get you to those levels of success?
Life. You have to fail to succeed. There's no way, because you have to have something
to improve upon.
Exactly, you have to have something to improve upon. It goes back to the conversations that I've been having over the past couple of months in regards to music, entertainment, people assume that you wake up in the morning and it happens.
I'm famous, Jesus!
It doesn't work like that.
Sorry. That's how they feel. I had to put the emotion in that because that is what they think happens. Like someone knocks on your door and it's like the Price Waterhouse lottery.
Exactly.
Here's your fame, here's your album, there you go. Let's put you on the cover like Sweet Brown.
Yeah, like, you know,